Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, everyone. Today we don't have any issue like yesterday.
Dobro jutro.
Good morning, everyone. So let's start. Maybe just waiting a few minutes.
I'll suggest you start with the breathing technique
Yes,
first,
yeah.
so we can
I
all
will
reset.
start with the breathing technique, so everyone can also have a coffee later. So I'm showing one breathing technique that is, let's say, the basic one. Once we know that set of basic one, whenever we upgrade later with advanced technique, always we return back to the basic. For example, if we do one advanced technique for 1 month or 2 months, after that the body somehow needs to reset, so we need to come back to that basic one. So that basic one is essential for really keeping in recorded, and I will send when we finish, I will send all the full record of that basic breathing technique exercises, because that one always we need to return. Even if we do advanced technique for a few months, we return to the basic and then upgrade with something different, because we need to target different parts of the body. This is how it works. Just to remind that breathing technique is done in the morning without having even water, or maybe just a sip of water, just a little bit. Just to refresh a little bit, but just a small quantity, and then starting immediately. And after that you can have water, coffee, all the greens or
That's why I have suggested
let's
start with the
start,
breathing
because we can
technique, so
continue
we
with the coffee. So Ellie, you will help me to move the laptop.
Yeah.
Just to okay, let's do it. So first, inhale through the nose, and you fill up the stomach like a soft balloon, and then counting up to 6, you exhale like blowing the candle. Blowing the candle. So inhale through the nose, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have a cat here that is watching us strangely. So again, inhale. At that point, even if I'm used already with the breathing technique, it makes me dizzy. That's the right way that we do the exercise. And now, starting with the number 1, we have a black cat, so she's here watching. So you stay. I'm not. No, don't stay next to the window, to the mirror. But I will show you. I have this space just to show. Okay, I will put like that. The first exercise will be with leaning next to the wall, but not like fully relying on the wall, just to keep it for align yourself in the correct way. Right hand, when you're on the right side, you have the right hand, just to keep that balance. Oh, with the cat. What's done? Oh my God. And escape. Wait just 1 second. My cat actually. Restart maybe the computer. Up. No, she turned this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sorry about that. Ellie, keep the cat away. I will keep the cat away, otherwise. Okay.
Yeah. What is this? You go.
Okay. Can you really check now because I can't see myself? One second. I don't see myself.
I guess you're perfectly fine.
Okay.
Can you
Yeah, yes, it's perfect. Yeah, all good.
because the cat actually stepped on my laptop.
It's all good, all good.
Okay.
Okay.
You can carry on.
Okay. So next to the wall with the when on the right side the hand is almost like a leaning on the wall, but just keep it for the balance. Flex the leg. The leg is fully flexed. So flex the leg. Everything should be super aligned and you hold and flex. And while you breathe, actually, you go up. Of course, there is a limit where we go up. So it's a small movement combined with the breathing. So inhale. Inhale through the nose. The leg needs to be flexed. Don't lean on the wall, just use it or like only for balance. I haven't counted, I think it's already 10 times. And then on the next, on the right, on the next side, again 10 times next to the wall, not leaning on the wall, flex the leg and just doing the small movement up. Inhale. Through the nose. Don't forget to exhale, blow like blowing the candle. So next, the second exercise for today. So we are starting slowly 2 exercises at the time, just to get familiar. And if someone feels in difficulties, might start only with the breathing and then incorporating and integrating all the exercises. The second one, it's a squat. It's a squat again next to the wall. Maybe you will just use the wall a little bit for, again, for balance. The legs should be on a 90 degrees. So when you step on the squat, imagine, if you remember who got done Pilates or gym, you need to keep that squat of 90 degree as low as you can, and just keep the squat and start to breathe. The back should be straight as much as possible, and we start to breathe. Inhale. I think it's 10 already. Yeah, it's everything, it's burning, and that's a good sign. So now let's start. Ellie, come over. We can start with our talking today. So let me remember tahini before the coffee. Let me see, just one second.
It's this
Um,
one here, yeah.
yeah, no, it's not upgrade. It's just 1 second. That's the meeting. That's the from 7. Yes. If we do,
Yeah.
okay,
Sorry.
now. So now we are back. You just minimize here. Yeah, perfect. So starting with beautiful tahini.
Actually, yesterday we have been suggested one that we haven't tried, Galina.
Which one?
Where is my phone? It's just here.
So tahini, spoon, little half a spoon of tahini, and then hot water is good, like a warm, not very hot, but just a nice and warmer water. Ellie, she's preparing her
Yeah, I've already switched on my water.
eco water.
So that one,
tahini, who has
black
suggested?
sesame. One of the ladies that actually watched our video later on, she couldn't join
Super
the
good, yeah.
meeting, so
Thank
she
you.
suggested this one. So let's try.
Let's try.
next
I
one.
will
It will
always
be-
experiment. That's the water that is hydrogen water bottle, eco hydrogen water bottle. Ellie's preparing how many minutes? I don't know. She
Few minutes.
1 minute here left. The water will be ready, so it's good tahini, water, and then having our beautiful espresso. I miss it. Okay, I have espresso, but what we do, if you want to have white teeth all the time, stroke, just a little cut for the straw. So stroke. Okay, like a stroke, I will have the heart attack. Okay, the straw, I cut in half, and then we have with the straw. Ellie, do you want your coffee?
I have my coffee already.
Okay,
It's already there prepared, so just waiting for the water now.
Okay.
And yeah, few things today to touch upon too. It's what
I have suggested to speak about the
Yeah.
autoimmune diseases and Hashimoto, not in terms of we can have, of course, medical point of view, even if we are not specialists in autoimmune diseases, but we can. There is a lot of holistic already speeches, and on all the longevity and longevity summits, it has been discussed a lot, because autoimmune diseases should not be faced only with in the medical way, and this is how we've seen many clients, and I have hundreds of examples with women, even in Italy, where I used to live for many years. I have some friends that they had that disease, young ladies, especially one, I remember, do you remember the model for her money?
So
That she's Bulgarian, she for many years, and she actually feels absolutely amazing.
Let's say the connection between
yeah.
autoimmune disease and what we do, skin and body. Well, when you switch on to a very healthy lifestyle, which obviously helps people with the autoimmune diseases, what are the 3 things that you can notice? For example, when you switch to gluten-free or almost gluten-free, like not completely gluten-free, because that's also not recommended unless you are allergic to it. But normally the puffy faces, or a little bit like, have you noticed most women that they switch a little bit, like they made this transition to like 50 to 70% gluten-free, they almost like they had their face slimmer.
Yes,
Not
yeah.
slimmer.
That kind of the skin looks less inflamed and less it's more fine, like a thin skin, but at the same time plumped, if I can express like that. So very nice and thinning the skin, so thinning the feature, not as bloated. The skin, the texture of the skin for someone that doesn't abuse with gluten, with sugar, looks, even if you don't do any treatments, looks different. So I have for many years, I see, I don't know, thousands of women in front. We've worked quite closely, because what we do, the treatments that we do are not are really very
There are a couple of
intimate.
things as a specialist that we can notice on the other side, as a skin specialist. There are a few things that we can recognize through the skin, that actually is a sign that something is going on with the body and the person needs to pay attention. One, it's when the person is abusing with dairies, and that's always showing up on our skin, on the face, and we can recognize who is actually every day
Who likes dairies?
who likes dairies. Skin looks like with wider pores, very much an even skin texture, and that applies to everyone who really abuses with the dairies. The moment we reduce the dairies, for example, which of course we talk about general health, not just skin health, skin texture changes. So through the skin we can recognize many signs that
high cholesterol, for example.
High
cholesterol. I can tell when I start to treat the face of someone, of my clients, I can understand their level of cholesterol even without doing the blood sample, because that is, the skin speaks itself. It's a life organ. It's the biggest organ in our body, so definitely it's not something to something to ignore. And the signals that the skin gives is much better to read that signals before something happens, even much more internally. It's better that we see externally. We have all the signs from external, just we can take the first steps and solve the problems. And this is what we we do, and always advise, of course, in a way that if someone is willing to get our advices, of course we don't bother people that don't.
No, knowing the skin and recognizing our body science, that is the main reason we have switched. Not only that, we also we love, since I remember myself, I actually love herbs and holistic approach to everything, not to ignore the medicine and the medical,
Absolutely.
How the medical knowledge could help to everyone, but combined with the holistic approach and really recognizing body, we can not only appear looking good, but the main thing is actually we're going to have a healthy body and healthy life, let's say. For that reason, we suggested the good water, the quality water, tahini, not to spike the cortisol in the morning before the coffee.
Not because cortisol is some like enemy,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
just to keep it more balanced.
Yeah.
Especially in the morning, just not to put our body in alarm. This is why, not because the cortisol is something bad for us, but it's just to keep it in balance and not have that spike that I've seen. I actually measured, if I mentioned yesterday, I measured if I have a coffee, just water coffee without tahini, I have the spike of the insulin. I mean, I don't have any diabetes, any underlying diseases, but that spike every morning means that in one day, some point sooner or later, I will have insulin resistance, and then all after that comes.
And what else you have prepared on the table there?
Yes, I have
Super greens,
something.
I can see.
So I have few suggestions for. So just to wrap up for the autoimmune diseases.
Yeah.
Autoimmune diseases is inflammation. Inflammation usually starts from the guts, and I listen a lot of the podcast of the biologists, scientists, also holistic the coaches and teachers. Everyone comes to the Ayurveda. I'm my background in 2000. 48 when my father got first cancer diagnosis. Actually, I started to research on that, and in Ayurveda I've heard things that now are so fancy to tell, but this time for me was amazing when I've learned a lot of things that now I realized what I know. Years ago I didn't even appreciate it as much, a part of the good massage and like this outcome. But it's inflammation, and inflammation starts from guts, so starts from what we eat, starts from the super stress that we put so means that we need to balance the stress, balance the guts, and of course movements. We are have subscription in the gym, but I bought my treadmill in my next to my bed, and we need to move. That is important. So greens, talking about the greens, that is not something that I have recently came up. One client actually suggested me. Shreddy is the UK brand. One I've seen. Shreddy is this one businesswoman, young lady in her maybe early like 40s, maybe between 30 40 years old. She's UK based, and she made that brand. And because I've tried many greens and they are disgusting. Do you remember with our Pilates lady that we tried this L. Macpherson, and it was super disgusting. It's just bad. It's not possible that we drink that in the morning. And we're talking about the greens. She said, one of my clients, she said, I came up to that lady. She's a very successful woman, business based in UK. Starting from her personal story, she created that brand.
And now we ordered to try the biomel version
yes,
of it.
That is one greens from Shreddy. Taste very nice, like a very absolutely amazing.
And if someone has suggestions, by the way, we'll appreciate. Like we had the
this is not something we I like to recommend. Some of the brands we really have we are affiliates, we have our accounts because we love them, and it's just I would not give up from Biomel, for example. For the greens is Shreddy, and Biomel, that is another brand that we always promote for pre and probiotics that I will show you tomorrow.
We've been taking Biomel for how long?
Years, maybe 3 years already.
3 years, I remember.
And actually I have been promoting them for a long time, and they contacted me, so we had that. So I say, okay, that's fine. At least I promote them. So just to be ambassador for...
We promoting them genuinely because we like them.
Yes,
very good
just
results.
To be ambassador for the good supplements for me is honor. It's not my business. It's what we do in our clinic, but I'm very happy about that. So Biomel has created a new launched new product, greens, that are gummies. I ordered them. I will try, maybe they will arrive today or tomorrow, and I will show you. I will try them. I will give you my feedback, but of course if someone has suggested
gummies.
Ellie, she doesn't like all these water
dissolvable supplements.
I don't mind. I don't like the big
unless they are tasteless or like a little flavor, but not
but that one's Shreddy, by the way. The greens are very good. I have that one greens, and for in the evening before bed they have the mixture of minerals, ashwagandha, something else, like mainly minerals with magnesium and some digestive, very mild digestive enzymes, just to make you sleep very well. And actually I've tried that, and I'm super happy. Thank you. Molly is our client that she suggested Shreddy. So let's do summarizing. Breathing technique 1 and 2 exercise. Try it at home. If you're not sure, just try first the breathing. You will feel dizzy. That's the good sign. You will feel burn the legs when you do the squats, and even if it looks so simple, believe me, combined with breathing, actually you lose weight where we don't like. That is the point. I call it side effect, because first we need to have the hormonal balance to feel well, and the second, that is not
secondary.
I of course I like a little bit less fat, just to be more lean, not to be super skinny, but just to have that kind of nice less fatty legs is good. So exercise, breathing exercises, tahini,
hot water or
eco bottle water,
yes, hydrogen bottle,
and then
water,
coffee, greens. So of course avoid sugar and milk, combined with the coffee. From a Ayurvedic point of view, I love cappuccino, Italian cappuccino. I love it.
Galina, for years I love coffee with a bit of sugar and
macchiato.
Milk.
Macchiato for me was in Italy. When I go, even I just do my this is my sin. I do have my coffee and macchiato and cappuccino, but from Ayurvedic and holistic point of view, combination between milk and coffee, it's toxic. However, sometimes we might get like percentage of toxic, but if you are healthy all the way to that, it's good. And Ellie, she has one more thing, but maybe we'll do tomorrow.
We'll leave it
One
tomorrow
more
because-
super good supplement that you will, if you buy, you will love it. That one will make your day. Yeah, so
Let's
Ellie,
wrap it up for
wrap it up.
today. Thank you once again for joining. And I think we haven't, because of the technical issues of the CAD, I don't think people can see your exercises. So maybe you can record them one more time.
If the exercises are not seen, I have recorded already
so
the
you can
exercise.
send
I will send over the exercises in the group so you can watch and repeat.
Thank you for participating, and we'll see you on tomorrow morning.
Bye.
Have a good day.
Have a good
Thank
day.
you.
Bye.
Technical